Good evening and welcome to Vision of Asia, the news you can trust and events that move and celebrate our very own South Asian community. This is Pia Jyoti Khatru coming to you from our ITV Gold studio in New Jersey. In the headlines today we have Sikh Women Era Organization celebrated Lohri as well as International Women's Day. Consulate General of India, New York hosts a discussion of the first biography of Deep Singh Shaheed with the author Simran Singh. India's PopUp.com honors South Asian women leaders on International Women's Day. And we will be watching an interview with the Westchester Music of India group about their upcoming musical performance. Stay with us on Vision of Asia for news in detail right after the short break. Savera, Sikh Women Era Organization, which has been changing the lives of socio-economically disadvantaged women for many years, celebrated Lohri as well as International Women's Day on March 11th in Arlington Heights, Illinois. The highlights of the evening included a beautiful cultural program with folk dances and folk songs. Guests of all ages attended the cultural evening to celebrate Lohri as well as International Women's Day. The founder of the organization, Jasbir Kaur Mann, thanked everyone for joining and supporting Savera all these years. She also thanked the Savera team, the supporters and all the sponsors who made the program possible. The organization also celebrates Summer Festival, Diya Diya Tiya.
Hi everyone, this is Prachi Jetli and I'm here at the Savera event, Sikh Women Era Organization founded by Mrs. Jasbir Kaur Mann. The mission of Savera is to support women and impacting the lives of women that are disadvantaged socio-economically. And it's a women support group that has been doing events for many years now. And today they are celebrating Lohri as well as the Women's Day. And let's go to the event and see what's going on.
थैंक यू सो मच ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਬਹੁਤ 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 ਸ਼ੁਕਰੀਆ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਮੈਂ ਗੁਜ਼ਾਰਿਸ਼ ਕਰਾਂ ਗੁਰਲੀਨ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਕਿ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਅੱਗੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਚੱਲੀਏ ਆਪਾਂ
ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਖਾਣੀ ਮਾਪਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਗੱਲ ਪੈ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਸੀ ਹੁਣ ਆਪ ਰੋਟੀਆਂ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਦਾਲਾਂ ਧਰਨੀਆਂ ਪੈਂਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਹੁਣ ਆਪ ਰੋਟੀਆਂ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਦਾਲਾਂ ਧਰਨੀਆਂ ਪੈਂਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਿਦੇਸ਼ਾਂ ਸਖਤ ਮਿਹਨਤਾਂ ਕਰਨੀਆਂ ਪੈਂਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ
ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਜਸਬੀਰ ਮਾਨ ਫਾਊਂਡਰ ਆਫ ਸਵੇਰਾ ਸਵੇਰਾ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ ਸਿੱਖ ਵਿਮਨ ਏਰਾ ਇਹ ਵਿਮਨ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਹੈਗਾ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਦੀ ਹੈਲਪ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਅਸੀਂ ਫ੍ਰੀ ਆਫ ਚਾਰਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਤੋਂ ਨਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਤੋਂ ਕੋਈ ਹੈਲਪ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ ਨਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਲੜਕੀਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਕਿਸਮ ਦਾ ਕੁਝ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਮੇਰੀ ਸਾਰੀ ਟੀਮ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਦੀ ਫ੍ਰੀ ਆਫ ਚਾਰਜ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਰੂਰਤ ਪੈਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਲੀਗਲ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੈਲਪ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਪੈਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਬੇਸਿਕਲੀ ਵੀ ਆਰ ਕੰਟੈਕਟ them to the resources ਸਵੇਰਾ ਇੱਕ ਸਾਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ 2 ਫੰਕਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਗਰਮੀਆਂ ਦਾ ਫੰਕਸ਼ਨ ਸਾਡਾ ਲੇਡੀਜ਼ ਓਨਲੀ ਦੈਟਸ ਧੀਆਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਤੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਸਰਦੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਿ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਹੈ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਲੋਹੜੀ ਧੀਆਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਤੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਲੋਹੜੀ ਸੈਲੀਬ੍ਰੇਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਸ਼ਾਮਲ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਇਕੱਲਾ ਪੰਜਾਬੀਆਂ ਦਾ ਤਿਉਹਾਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਸ਼ਾਮਲ ਨੇ ਅੱਜ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖੋ ਸਾਡੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਮੁਸਲਿਮ ਫੈਮਿਲੀਜ਼ ਹਿੰਦੂ ਫੈਮਿਲੀਜ਼ ਤਾਮਿਲ ਫੈਮਿਲੀਜ਼ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਆਈਆਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਨੇ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਸਾਡੀਆਂ ਗੋਰੀਆਂ ਸਹੇਲੀਆਂ ਵੀ ਆਈਆਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਨੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਸੋ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਜੀ ਆਇਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਅੱਗੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਡੀਆਂ ਤੀਆਂ ਆਉਣਗੀਆਂ ਉਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਮਿਲਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਆਇਓ ਮੇਰੀ ਸਾਰੀ ਟੀਮ ਸਵੇਰਾ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਕਰਦੀਆਂ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਕਾਮਯਾਬ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੂਰੀ ਫੈਮਿਲੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਕੀਤੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਸਾਰੀ ਟੀਮ ਸਵੇਰਾ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ITV ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਐਡੀ ਦੂਰੋਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਕਵਰ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਆਏ ਨੇ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਵੈਰੀ ਮਚ
ਸਵੇਰਾ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜੇਸ਼ਨ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਹੈ ਸਿੱਖ ਵੂਮਨ ਜ਼ੇਰਾ
ਅੱਛਾ ਚਲੋ ਫਿਰ ਠੀਕ ਆ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਕੋਈ ਚਲਾਨ ਕੱਟੇ ਲਾਇਸੈਂਸ ਦਿਖਾਓ ਆਪਣਾ
ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇਹਦੇ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜ਼ਰ ਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਉਹ
ਲਾਇਸੈਂਸ ਦਿਖਾਓ
ਬਿੱਲੀਆਂ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਵਾਲੇ
ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਗੱਲ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਲਾਇਸੈਂਸ ਦਿਓ
ਸਸਰੀ ਨੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਮਨ ਚ ਭਰਿਆ ਤੂੰ ਲਗੇ ਤੇ ਤੋ ਲੂਲੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਹਾਰ ਦਾ ਉਹ ਚਲਾ ਗਿਆ ਇਸ ਸੂਟ ਪਾਉਣੀਆਂ ਮੈਂ ਪੌਣੇ ਲੱਖ ਦੇ ਵੇਖੋ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਚੱਲ ਲੇਗਾ ਸੂਟ ਪਾਉਣੀਆਂ ਮੈਂ ਪੌਣੇ ਲੱਖ ਦੇ ਵੇਖੋ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਚੱਲ ਲੇਗਾ बड़े ड्राइवर पैड़े हुंदे बड़े ड्राइवर पैड़े हुंदे सारी दुनिया कहंदी मैनू
ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਾਰਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਹੈ ਟੀਮ ਸਵੇਰਾ ਨੇ ਜ਼ਾਹਿਰ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜ਼ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ, ਪਰ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜ਼ ਹੋਇਆ ਸਾਰੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਬਿਗ ਸਪੋਰਟਰਸ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਿਰ ਤੇ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈ।
ਲੋੜਵੰਦ ਮੁਟਿਆਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੰਸਥਾ ਸਵੇਰਾ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਲੋਹੜੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦੇ ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਿਰਕਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਬਹੁਤ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਮਹਿਸੂਸ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ। ਕਾਉਂਸੂਲੇਟ ਦੇ ਕੰਮਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮਿਡਵੈਸਟ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ 9 ਸਟੇਟਸ ਹਨ ਉੱਥੇ ਵੱਖ-ਵੱਖ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਵੱਖ-ਵੱਖ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਤੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਲੇਕਿਨ ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਕੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਜੋ ਇੱਕ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਮਹਿਸੂਸ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹਾਂਗਾ ਕਿ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਤੇਰੇ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਸ਼ਹੂਰ ਹਾਂ, ਕੀ ਹੈ ਤੇਰੇ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਸ਼ਹੂਰ ਹਾਂ ਜੇ ਤੇਰੀ ਨਜ਼ਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਾ ਮਨਜ਼ੂਰ ਹਾਂ।
Consulate General of India, New York, hosted a discussion of the first biography of Deep Singh Shaheed with author Hari Simran Singh on March 11th. Consul General Mr. Randhir Jaiswal, along with other members of the diaspora, participated enthusiastically. The event provided an opportunity for attendees to learn about the life and legacy of Deep Singh Shaheed, a Sikh warrior who has fought many battles and was an accomplished scholar in the Sikh scripture. Let's watch some excerpts from the event.
Congratulations. Yes, congrats. Great comment from you. That's good.
Colonel, for explaining the book to the audience. Many of us here are from the Sikh community. They know who Baba Deep Singh is, but for many of us and for them as well, going into the life of Baba Deep Singh in a manner that you have done would bring out many important aspects of his life, not just as a military commander, but as a Sant Sipahi. He was also a Sant, a scholar par excellence, an issue that we'll come to later in our conversation. When we're looking for some sort of conversation, given the title of the book, given the subject of the book, I said, let me try my hand and engage you in a conversation. That's how I took the job upon myself. So let me start with a very basic question. Baba Deep Singh is very well known in Punjab and in India and abroad in many quarters. There is enough literature on his life. There are so many oral traditions, Gurdwaras, Damdama Sahib, and lot more about his life, his legacy. In such a situation, what motivated you as an army man to write this book? What was the main reason you thought that you will pull the various sources together and do a book on Baba Deep Singh?
Okay, yeah, so I'll have to try and sort of curtail the answer. One, I'm from the same village. My village is Pauwind, Baba Deep Singh's village. So I grew up on this narrative. I mean, as a little boy, I remember standing by my dad's side in Harmandir Sahib and looking at the Shaheed Bunga and my father telling me, must have been 3 or 4 years old. We're looking up and he's saying that that's Baba Deep Singh and he's from our family. So everyone in the village thinks that he's from our family. And so I just had this curiosity and I thought that, and the second thing that sort of inspired me to write the book was that there is so much, like the Honorable Consul General has just mentioned, that he is deeply ingrained in our psyche. He is deeply ingrained in our culture. You find his sticker, with a broadsword, khanda in hand, on cars, on trucks. His pictures there in every home, in shops. There are gurdwaras to his name. In fact, Gurdwara Shaheed in Amritsar, I know from authoritative sources, reliable sources, that it is next in footfall after Harmandir Sahib. And he's not even a guru. He's only a Baba. So how do you explain this?
India's PopUp.com honored South Asian women leaders on International Women's Day. India's PopUp.com, USA's premier online destination for luxury Indian designer clothing and accessories, is a global platform for South Asian fashion. Founded by Archana Yana, India's PopUp announced their partnership with Sakhi for South Asian Women, an NGO that represents the South Asian diaspora in the survivor-centered movement for gender justice. Yana pledged to donate a portion of sales from the month of March to the organization. The company honored 5 South Asian female role models that have been instrumental to the diaspora with their various works in non-profit, societal causes and community building. The honorees are Nina Davaluri, acclaimed filmmaker, activist, actor, entrepreneur Megha Desai, founder, the Desai Foundation; Shobha Narayan, actor, film, television, and theatre; Hitha Pelpu, entrepreneur and author; Cynthia Victor, beauty influencer. In a series of photos shot in New York City's Baccarat Hotel dedicated to the quintessence of luxury and excellence, India's PopUp.com produced a high tea themed photo shoot to celebrate its honorees, exemplifying Indian royalty. The women championed one another and sisterhood and shared what womanhood meant to each one of them. Take a look.
If all leaders were women.
If all leaders were women.
If all leaders were women.
I think the world would be different. I think the world would be a much more peaceful place.
The world would be a much more calm and a much more productive place.
The world would have so much more common sense and all our issues would be solved so much quicker.
I think there'd be a lot less war, a lot less conflict, and a lot more conversation to realize that we're all much more similar than we are different.
There would be so much more empathy. I think forming that human connection, having a conversation and understanding that ultimately we all want the same thing, and that's to feel seen, valued, and heard.
And I'd also like to believe that women would be more fairly compensated for their time, their work, and their expertise.
Oh my gosh, fashion tells so many stories.
You can see someone's past, their future, and what's going on in their life currently just through an outfit, accessories, and even makeup.
Fashion tells stories because it's an expression of who we are, and who we are is a beautiful story. So it's fun to be able to express different sides of that story.
I think the most special moment I had is actually designing a sari from my grandmother's. I was able to share her legacy and her story, and you can just feel the energy in these garments that are so different, and that energy, that spirit actually carries forward out into the universe, and it's really beautiful.
Any garment that I choose to wear, from its color its texture, its structure, its embellishments helps tell a story of where I come from, where I'm going, and helps capture a moment in time.
The Westchester Music of India group, together with the Yonkers Philharmonic Orchestra and Westchester Choral Society, is presenting glorious work with new lyrics by their director Avinash Lal as part of musical celebration of 75 years of Indian independence on March 26, SUNY Purchase College, New York. The program will include Bollywood freedom songs and orchestral music inspired by Ravi Shankar. I had a chance to talk to Mr. Avinash Lal and know more about this unique and inspiring concert. Take a look.
I have been in the United States for more than 5 decades, and I came here, as most people did at that time, as a student to go to college, and that's what I did, and worked. And now I'm doing something that I have always been very passionate about, which is music.
Wonderful. So, let's talk about this Westchester Music of India group. So, how did that, come into being?
Well, roughly about 15 years ago, I moved to Westchester. I had for the longest while been a resident of New Jersey State. Then I moved to Westchester, and I discovered that in the Indian community here, every now and then at a restaurant or somebody's wedding or just some gathering, there were lots of people interested in singing karaoke.
Right.
And while they were singing their song with a canned track, nobody was paying attention to them. People were yakety talking amongst themselves and not being polite to the performer. And I observed that, and I said, there's plenty of talent here. Why don't we form a group that we can perform actually on stage, no karaoke, but with live orchestra?
Wow.
With live instruments and live orchestra and singers on stage, and do it in a more formal and organized manner, and that both performers can enjoy more as well as the audience can enjoy it. And that's how this thing was born in 2014. We are performing at something called PepsiCo Theater at SUNY Purchase in Purchase, New York, or Harrison, New York. I'm not sure what town it is called, but Purchase, New York, in Westchester County. And it will be on Sunday, the 26th of March at 4 p.m. And think of it as in 3 parts. The first part will be 10 songs from Bollywood relating to joy of independence and freedom and that sort of thing, with Arijit's song and various other modern singers. Part 2 will be orchestral music that we have arranged and composed and put together, very similar to Ravi Shankar's music.
Wow.
There'll be sarangi, sitar, tabla, santoor, playing along with Western instruments, violin, viola, cello, oboe, what have you, as a combined orchestra.
Wow.
And part 3 will be Beethoven.
Wonderful. And I think, where can our listeners get more information in case, they want to get more information?
Yeah, well, thank you for asking me that. They can find all the information they need on our website, which is, of course, www.Westchester MOI for Music of India. WestchesterMoe.org. It's not .com, it's .org.
And from the news on entertainment at ITV Gold, enjoy family movie Friday at 8:30 p.m. Apna Sapna Money Money. Saturday 1 p.m. Eastern, watch Bol Radha Bol. And book your blockbuster Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern for Yade. And that's a wrap on Vision of Asia tonight. You can send us your suggestions and community news that you would like us to cover for our print and television coverage at events@itvgold.com, or you can also send it to me at pia@itvgold.com. Follow us on our Facebook handle at itvgold. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and pick up a free copy of Desi Talk if you are in the tri-state or in the Chicago area for community news, entertainment, and events in US. You can also read the News India Times newspaper online at www.newsindiatimes.com or subscribe to the hard copy by calling 212-675-7515. This is Pia Jyoti Kachru signing off.